to make sure you know that there is Biafran Government in Exile, and they opened an office in Maryland or Washington, D.C., somewhere around Maryland this week or last week. And so what do you make of that?
They are who they are. I'm sure nobody recognizes them. But the landlord or landlady whom they are paying rent to will be happy to collect the rent. But look, my view is this. Self-determination is Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It's Article 1 of the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. It's, I believe, Article 21 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which, by the way, is domestic law in Nigeria. And the National Human Rights Commission Act, as amended, mandates Nigeria to protect the rights recognized in all of these documents that I've just mentioned. As long as people are articulating about self-determination in a way that does not involve violence or advocacy for killing anyone, I will defend those rights. The one where I diverge from any such advocacy is where people begin to advocate for killing, for war, for violence. That's where I disagree. But you know, if somebody wants to call themselves the government of masquerade of Mao Republic in exile, I will defend the person. I have no problems doing that.
What if they impose sit at home? Like we have another one coming up for 3 weeks that was announced by Simon Ekpa. What is the best reaction to that situation?
You know, I think the situation with sit at home is a little complex. Yeah. Obviously, the sit at home is imposing a lot of hardship on our people. And the idea, and this is part of what I'm saying, the idea of, you know, sit at home, people have a right to withdraw their habitual allegiance from any authority. That's part of protest. But that has to be voluntary. So when you're going around shooting people because they say we will not sit at home, or because they are day workers who will not have anything to eat, and they are trying to go and survive, and you're shooting them and killing them or desecrating them, that's a different thing. That's not sit at home. That is violence. And that is condemnable, and every one of us has to condemn it, and everyone has to work against that. But you see the problem here. Having said all of this, if government had authority, and if government was relevant to the people, you will not be having an idiot like Simon Ekpa sitting in Finland with a wife who is white from Finland, telling Nigerians what to do. It is because these politicians in our part of the country have failed our people and failed themselves that imbeciles like Simon Ekpa will be doing what they are doing, and people are even noticing them. So I do think, having said everything about sit at home that I find disagreeable, it should also teach us something, that what the currency you deal in as a politician, as a political leader, is authority. It's not coercion. You're not going to shoot people into listening to you if you're not performing. But when you perform, people will not listen to somebody else because they will trust you. That, I think, is the lesson